Hello, good afternoon to you and welcome to Baina Midday News, coming to you live from Atomic Junction, Benab House, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up in the headlines, I'll reduce Hajj cost when I become president, says Mahama. Parliament forms committee to consider pension scheme for MPs. And Dr. Baumia calls for religious harmony and kindness as he commissions a mosque he built in Sobele. Details of the stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget you are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Baina TV. Moving on to our first story. Consumer Protection Organization CATS International has criticized attempts by the government to introduce a legislative instrument to regulate prices of cement. The director for CATS International West Africa says attempts to regulate cement prices will deter investors, which can crash the industry and must therefore not be tolerated. He said price regulation is bad and neither does it help the producer nor the consumer because it will create what is known as deadweight loss in economics. Mr. Kusi Adumako advised that the government must rather focus on getting the competition and antitrust law, which he said has been lying at the Trade and Industry Ministry for the past 60 years, passed to mitigate undribbled prices increase. Following concerns raised about the welfare of former members of parliament, Second Deputy Speaker of Parliament Andrew Esiama Amoakum has established an 8-member ad hoc committee. This committee's mandate is to investigate the feasibility of implementing a pension scheme specifically tailored for MPs.
The decision to form this committee was prompted by the recommendation put forth by both minority and majority chief whip during a tribute session in memory of the late MP for Telensi, John Akolegu Tia. The recognition of MPs' welfare issues during this session spurred the initiative to address their pension concerns. Presiding over Parliament proceedings on Friday, Andrew Esiama Amoakum set a 2-week deadline for the committee to deliver their findings and recommendations to the House.
Moving on, the Vice President and flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, has urged the largely Muslim community of Sobele in the Sisala West district of the Upper West region to continue to live in harmony with members of the community who are Christians or non-Muslims. He made the call during a commissioning of a new mosque he funded and built for the largely Muslim community of Sobele on Saturday.
Scores trooped at the beautiful facility amidst excitement to witness the commissioning. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Baumia urged continuous harmony between Muslims and Christians in the country. He said, as a Muslim and the vice president of the land, he does not discriminate against Christians. Both Muslims and Christians worship the same God. On the mosque, Dr. Baumia expressed joy for the successful construction and also thanked God for making it possible for him to build the mosque. He said, even though he gets excited when people credit him for building a mosque, he is only able to do so by the will of Allah. He then expressed his profound gratitude to Allah for always making it possible to fulfill his promises of building mosque for the Muslim Ummah. The NPP flag bearer also called for all to continue to be kind to each other as it is an act of worshipping God. The aesthetic community, led by its paramount chief, expressed immense gratitude to Dr. Bawumia for his kind gesture to the community, which they said will get them closer to God. Dr. Bawumia and community members observed prayers in the mosque following its official commissioning.
Vice President and New Patriotic Party presidential candidate for elections 2024, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has successfully mediated the differences between Bernard Ntwibu Untumi, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, and Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh Napo, the NPP Member of Parliament for Menchia South and Minister for Energy. The long-lasting issue between Wontumi and Napo within the NPP in the Ashanti region, including disagreements over various party matters and Napo's potential nomination as Bawumia's running mate for the December 2024 elections, have been resolved.
This reconciliation was part of broader consultation undertaken by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ahead of announcing his running mate. According to reports from the media, Dr. Bawumia convened a meeting at his official residence attended by Wontumi, Napo, Nana Nkansa Bwedu, and other senior party members. The discussions were conducted in a constructive atmosphere, leading to the resolution of all outstanding issues between the two NPP leaders. Sources familiar with the negotiations affirmed that Wontumi and Napo have committed to setting aside their differences and uniting behind Dr. Bawumia's leadership. This unity sets the stage for Dr. Bawumia to present Napo as his running mate nominee to the NPP's National Council, scheduled for endorsement on Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024. Once endorsed by the National Council, Dr. Bawumia will proceed to officially announce Napo as his running mate in the first week of July, marking a pivotal moment as the NPP gears up for the upcoming presidential and parliamentary elections.
The flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, says he will reduce the cost of Hajj if elected president in the 2024 general election. He made the promise on Friday, June 28, 2024, when he paid a courtesy call on the National Chief Imam Sheikh Osman Onuhu Shaributu at his Fadama residence. The visit by the former president was to also officially extend the special Eid greetings to His Eminence following the Eid al-Adha celebrations.
The former president was accompanied by some prominent NDC members, including Chief Sule and the National Zongo Caucus coordinator, Alhaji Mama Muhammad Kole Yonga. Others include the NDC National Zongo Magajia Hajia Fati Muhammad and the NDC parliamentary candidate for Kaikwe Central, Honorable Baba Sadiq. Addressing a crowd of NDC supporters, John Mahama said the current Hajj cost of 75,000 Ghana cedis, including airfare and accommodation, was expensive. This, according to him, has prevented some Muslims from fulfilling their pilgrimage to Mecca.
Waɗanda suka je Mecca yanzu suna sakaran ga mutane sun je ba, amma ka duba Quran na nuna kamar akwai 5 pillars of Islam. Guda ne wai in mutum kana da arziki ka samu kana lafiya in ka yi ka je Mecca. Amma yau in ka duba saboda kudin da ana karba 75,000 Ghana cedis. Mutane da yawa na da niyya da su te Mecca amma ba su yi saboda akwai tsada kwarai. Don shi na faɗi bedere ba na faɗi kamar idan NDC ya zo za mu yi abin da mun yi duka mu rage kudin na kowa ya mu rage so that wanda ke da niyya duka yi hajj ya samu ya yi hajj.
John Mahama also took his Eid visitation to one of the victims of the Ayawaso West Wagon by-election violence, Ishao Yaro, where he made a donation of flat-screen TV and deep freezer to support his family. He used the opportunity to call out the NPP government for failing to take action against corporates despite revelations made during the hearing by a commission of inquiry set up to investigate the Ayawaso West Wagon violence.
Bayan abin da ya faru a Ayawaso West Wagon, President ya kafa commission nan ce a ya faru a yi investigation. Aka yi investigation, aka nuna da sun yi wannan barnatin su. Hali yau ba yi komi da shi ba, amma inshallah NDC ya ci nasara. Inshallah. Mun zo barnan da ya kana mun ja kunni su inshallah. Wa abin da ya kara an ce saboda gashi bai yana aiki kuma na sani inshallah NDC ta ci nasara cikin zaɓe. Compensation da an ce a biya musu an biya masu duka su samu su doci su yi wani aiki su ba suna samu suna yi. Shi TV ya duba European Cup wa na kawo matansa deep freezer ta sai dai ruwa kadan tana duba shi. Ta yi ice water kadan tana duba shi har government ya zo ya zauna. Wasu ba da bata lokaci ba.
The University of Ghana Medical Center has announced the successful completion of its first set of 6 kidney transplant surgeries. In a statement issued on Sunday night, June 30th, 2024, the medical center said the surgeries were performed under the leadership of a highly skilled and dedicated local and foreign medical team.
According to the head of urology of University of Ghana Medical Center, Dr. Emmanuel Asante, the procedures were formed seamlessly, showcasing the center's capabilities in complex surgical intervention and post-operative care. The Chief Executive Officer of University of Ghana Medical Center, Dr. Kwame Enim-Boama, of his part said the successful completion of the first set of 6 kidney transplants underscored the center's commitment to pushing boundaries, achieving medical excellence, and improving the lives of patients through cutting-edge intervention and passionate care. He stated that University of Ghana Medical Center was looking forward to continuing its mission of advancing healthcare standards and innovative practices in the field of transplantation. The UGMC is an academic medical center offering world-class patient care, training, and research in Ghana and beyond.
In some international stories, suicide bombers in Goza, northeastern Nigeria, have killed at least 18 people on Saturday, June 29th. The death comprised adult males, females, and children, according to a local radio station.
According to the Director General of Borno State's Emergency Management Agency, Bakindo Saidu, the first suicide bomber detonated an explosive device during a marriage ceremony at about 3 p.m., which was followed by a blast near the General Hospital, and then a third attack at a funeral service by a female bomber disguised as a mourner. No one has so far claimed responsibility for the attacks, but Boza in Borno State has been heavily impacted by an insurgency launched in 2009 by Boko Haram, an Islamist extremist group. From its origins in the state, it has threatened the security of Nigeria and destabilized the Lake Chad region. In the past, Boko Haram has used women and children in suicide bombings, prompting suspicions that some of these suicide bombers are from the many thousands that they have kidnapped over the years. The resurgence of suicide bombings in Borno raises significant concerns about the security situation in the region.
And now in sport, Ghana midfielder Mohamed Kudus etched his name deeper in the country's football history by winning the 2024 Footballer of the Year award at the Ghana Football Awards. This remarkable achievement marks the second consecutive year Kudus has claimed this prestigious title.
West Ham star faced stiff competition from fellow Ghanaians Abdel Fattah Ishaku, Leicester City, Osman Bukari, Severina Vesda, and Inaki Williams, Atletico Bilbao, but ultimately trumped. Kudus' 2023-2024 season was nothing short of stellar. In his debut year with the Hammers, he bagged an impressive 14 goals and 6 assists across 45 appearances. His influence extended to the European stage, where he propelled West Ham to a Europa League quarter-final finish with a further 5 goals.
And that is how we bring the bulletin to an end. Log on to our website www.benamultimedia.com for more news. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Enjoy the rest of our program.